Hello there, and welcome to the first episode of Tips and Tricks, a series in which I explain how to do things at the piano. And of course, as this is the first one, we're going to deal with the first thing that we have to learn when we play the piano, and that is, of course, sitting at the piano. Now, I've seen in my time that there are various number of ways to sit at a piano, and everyone is slightly different. Now, some amazing pianists have what I would consider a shocking posture and sitting at the piano incorrectly, but it works for them. So the important thing is, if it works for you, then it's good. But predominantly, the way to sit at the piano should be as follows. So, this is for a various number of reasons. The first is that it won't cause any strain, and when we're talking strain, we're usually talking strain on the wrist, and possibly the forearms, the shoulders, and the back. So a good posture is always a good thing. So the basic rule is this: right angles. Now, they don't have to be perfect, but they need to be as close to right angles as you can make. So, the knee should be angled at a right angle, slightly more when you learn how to pedal, because obviously the feet have to go outwards. The torso should be a right angle to the legs, so the hip should form a right angle there. And that's your basic posture for your back. The arms should be not into your sides and should be relaxed, and when the forearm is extended, you should form a right angle at the elbow or near enough. This one does get altered a little bit later, but if you go for a right angle, you won't go far wrong at the start. And at the elbow all the way down to the first joint, that one, of the fingers should be a straight line, and the fingers should be curved. Again, when you get a little bit more advanced, you can start playing with the pads on your fingers rather than the tips, but to start off with, playing with the tips is the best option available to you. So, I'm now going to demonstrate what I mean. You'll be seeing how I'm sitting on the piano. I'm sitting a decent distance away. I never sit too close to the piano because it does ruin the posture. So that's it. Oh, one more other thing that a lot of people do when they start. They love tucking their feet into the stool or the chair. I don't know why, but they do. So feet firmly on the ground, as long as they're tall enough, is very important. That helps us maintain a good solid core and base, and when we start moving our body around, we're not going to tip over, which I have seen. So here we go. This is how we sit at the piano. Hi there. So as you can see, I'm now at the piano, sitting as I do. And you might not be able to see my feet because I can't get the whole of my body in the shot, but maybe that's a good thing. Anyway, you can see my knees here. They're at a right angle to my upper legs. Now when I pedal, of course, it goes forward slightly, so it's a bit relaxed. You can see the angle's a bit relaxed there. Okay, so nice solid base. If you follow me up, you can see that my legs to my torso is at a right angle. This is very important. If we hunch forward, we can cause lower back pain, so we don't want that. So we want a nice upright posture. Another thing that is important is that our shoulders, they aren't hunched, because sometimes they get hunched and people play like this, which not only looks awkward but is actually bad for you. So nice relaxed shoulders. The next thing that a lot of pianists find hard to do when they start is not dig their elbows into their ribs. So you get this and you get movement like that with their hands, and that isn't how we play the piano. We hold our arms away from our torso, so there's a gap of about 4 to 6 inches, and that means that we have a lot more fluidity from playing from outside our body. Even when we go towards the middle of the keyboard, we keep them away. Obviously, the further we go apart, then obviously the far away. But that's not for this lesson. This is a beginner's lesson. So, nice relaxed shoulders. Now, if you look at me, I'm going to put my hand on these notes and play them evenly or not, as the case may be. And as we can see, if you look from my elbow to the first knuckle on the joint or the finger, it's absolutely level. The most important thing is the wrist. The wrist must be level. If it's high, it makes playing the keys harder. If it's low, you will get wrist strain. It might not happen immediately, but it will happen. And also, when you come to harder parts, having a low wrist really makes it so much more difficult. So the important thing is flat wrist. And if you do a flat elbow to first knuckle joint of the finger, you will always have a flat wrist. Okay, nice curved fingers, because when we start playing piano, we always use our tips. When you get more advanced, and I mean quite a lot more advanced, you may learn to play on the pads for a different sound, but we're not dealing with that yet. That's really quite advanced. I only learned pad playing when I passed my grade 8, so yeah, don't worry about that for now. So, keys on, fingers on the keys like that. I'll put the right hand here because that's the position that I think we should all start learning the piano in, rather than thumbs on middle C. That's another story. So, nice easy movement with the keys, moving the fingers down like hammers from the finger. Thumb's different, but I'm sure you'll be able to cope with that. And that's basically how we sit at the piano. Anyway, that's it for today on the tutorial about how to sit at the piano. I hope you found this interesting. It can be a bit boring, that's the first lesson that I always have with all my students who are starting. And I tell them that if they can enjoy this lesson, then they'll enjoy all the other lessons. Anyway, that's a little bit about how to sit at the piano. I hope you found it interesting. If you did, please give it a like and share and subscribe and all that, and clicking bell icon. I'm sure you know the score already. Anyway, that's it from me today, and I will leave you with another piece from one of my CDs. And today I'm going to put on quite a longer one. It's going to be the Schubert Impromptu in A flat major. So I hope you enjoy that, and until next time, bye for now. you.